Welcome to another episode of Cooking with Mr. Jim. On today's show, we are going to make beer can chicken with a wet rub. Now, this is very simple to prepare, and it's even easier to cook. First thing you want to do, get yourself a couple of fryers or one fryer. Let it sit out for about an hour or so. Okay, don't think you got to take it out of the fridge and just start working on it. That's not the case. Let it sit out for an hour. And I mentioned the ingredients. The ingredients are really simple. What we're doing here for the wet rub is we've got some olive oil, we've got a little paprika, we got some celery salt, red wine vinegar, salt, and pepper. Okay, what we're going to want to do now, you got your mixture here, and I've already done a chicken to prepare. We're going to take a chicken here, another fryer, if you will. This is where it's going to get a little messy, okay? I'm not going to try and sugarcoat that, but you got your rub, your dry rub, wet rub, excuse me. Just slather it all over this bird. Look at that, everywhere. Slather, slather, slather. Next, you want to take a can. Now this can be a can of beer, a can of soda, in this case, a can of sparkling water. And what we're going to do is we're going to empty about maybe a third of it, just in the sink. If it's beer, you might want to drink it. You want to make sure you have yourself one of these, some type of holder. And you know what also works? If you have a grill, it is possible to actually stand the chicken up without a fancy device like this. But with the aid of technology, we're going to stand them both up. And next, we are going to go to Studio K. Now we moved over into Studio K. And what we're going to do now is we're going to put our fryers on the grill. Now, a couple things to point out here. Notice how the charcoal is kind of bunched up. It's not all scattered. And then notice how the fryers are, moved to the side. Now here's the key. You're going to want to let this cook for 5 hours total. After about 2 hours, go ahead and open it up and rotate your stock, rotate the chicken a little bit. And if you want, towards the end, you can simply add some wood chips to kind of give it that smoky flavor. Now, I cannot emphasize enough the importance of cooking the chicken thoroughly. I've been sick twice in my life, and I'm going to define sick as probably being down for 2 or 3 days, okay? Once was when I had uncooked chicken, and the other time was when I attended a Bea Arthur concert. So it's been about 3 hours, and I've been adding charcoal. These fryers are looking pretty good. Hey, earlier I referenced Bea Arthur's singing, and I should tell you, I actually followed it up with a phone call. I called her to apologize, and fortunately, I recorded that call. So let's take a listen. Thank you for taking my call, Bea.
My pleasure. How can I help you, Mr. Jim?
Well, I need to apologize for telling people I got sick while you were on stage singing.
That's water under the bridge. I forgive you.
So, what are you doing these days?
I got a gig hauling lettuce from Yuma to the East Coast.
Ooh, that sounds rough.
Nah, the tough part is unloading all 350 boxes by myself.
All right, we have taken the fryers off the grill, and we are ready to rip into these. Notice I'm using a stick mic. Zachary, that sounded a lot funnier 30 minutes ago. Sorry. Okay, real quick, if you can come in here real fast, you'll see that these babies are cooked all the way through. Nice and juicy. That was quick and easy. Let's wrap up the show real quick with a few letters, as we always like to do. Remember, write in at cookingwithmrjim.com. I'm sorry, that's not it. cookingwithmr.jim@outlook.com. Our first letter comes to us from Steve K. in Phoenix, Arizona. Steve writes, Dear Mr. Jim, how many people work on your show? I would say about half. Yeah, about half. Let's go to letter number 2. This one is from Jim F. in Volvo, Illinois. I think that's Volo. Maybe I'm wrong. Dear Mr. Jim, I really like your show and find it very funny, especially when I've been drinking. Wondering if you might feature an episode dedicated to mixing alcoholic beverages. Believe me when I say I can fix a mean drink. Well, Mr. Jim and Volo, yes, we will do a show sometime in the future about mixing drinks. Hey, that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you for tuning in. Join us next time.